Today's a special presentation on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Hey, welcome in here to the Worst Home Show, episode 11. We got Paul Simpson with us again. We got Noah Schlicksup. How we doing, guys?
How are you?
Chilling. We're moving on to the regional final. The Spartans won big against UC last couple nights. 3 teams are punched in right now to the regional final. We got Trinity, St. John's Country Day, and Bishop Snyder. 2 teams still have to play later today, which this one is pre-recorded, so when this is out, the game might be over. Clay and Fernandina Beach are playing. I think one's at 1, one's at 3. So that'll be a good matchup. Paul, you went to the Bowles Bishop Snyder game 2, right?
I did.
What are some of your takeaways from that game?
So, I think Bishop Snyder is really hot right now. The bats are hot. Pitching is on point, and I think they are really ready for Friday night at the Hill against Trinity. They know that this is their arch rival and the last shot for these guys to get it done. Yeah,
I agree.
So you were there for that Trip Hannah barehanded play that we've got going big on our socials right now.
I was. I saw that, and he also homered. I know he had a little bit of an arm issue a little while ago, and he sat out a few games, but he has been really on fire since he returned.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at that Bishop Snyder team, and obviously a lot of power on that team, but it's a pretty short porch out there, right?
It is, and the balls seem to fly out there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's the wind or what, but...
I was looking at the home run numbers, and it was like, that looks like a college team there. Now, they got some college players. They got guys who are going to hit home runs no matter the field. But I have wondered about that with that team, and man, they're running right now. Obviously, a very talented group. That Trinity Bishop Snyder matchup, we'll dive into it later. That is going to be really interesting to watch. I can't wait to see that local matchup in the regional finals. I know my week's open. I think I got to get out to a game.
Yeah. Well, we played my sophomore year in the final, and there was probably the most amount of people I've ever seen at a game. Like, there was people along the lines of right field, behind the fence. There's either people up on the roof of the dugout. There's so much people there. I'll have to find the video in the break and maybe open up with it. But that's the game everyone's been looking forward to. Everyone saw that district championship and went to 13 innings, and everyone's like, they're going to play each other again. And that's finally going to happen, and I think it's going to be a really good one.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about that even before districts. Just when Bishop Snyder and Trinity meet in the playoffs, not a matter of if, a matter of when, it's going to be something. And how do you follow up that district championship game?
I don't know, but you better bring your pitching because the bats are on fire. Jordan Martinez had 3 homers yesterday. Elias Mamea has been on fire for Snyder. And you still have Cole Dennis and Cody Bochelle. So that's a lot of firepower.
Yeah. I mean, up and down both those lineups, it's just absolutely stacked. And we'll get into that a little bit later. But Chandler, we got a top 3 to get to, right?
Yeah, we got top 3.
Top 3.
What we got?
I think that is a little tough. We talked last night about going over 5. Well, games aren't done this week. These are the only 3 teams remaining as of now. We'll see if Fernandina and Clay can keep going tonight. So we got Trinity, Bishop Snyder, St. John's Country Day. I feel like it's a fair ranking, and it's going to be very interesting. You got the 1 and 2 teams in the area pretty consistently this season, battling out for a chance to go to the Final Four. I don't know. I think it'd be good to do predictions on this series later on. I might actually go against those rankings.
You might go against the rankings?
Yeah, I think here's the thing with this. Like, Trinity, like, they've earned that number 1 spot. But in a 3-game series in the playoffs, and just, I don't know, the playoffs Trinity doesn't have a great history there as of late. I feel like Bishop Snyder, like, they got a certain fire about them, and I don't know. I just got a feeling about Snyder this week.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not gonna make my picks because it can go either way. The 13 inning thing was pretty cool, but I don't think that's gonna happen again. This game's gonna be so hyped up. You're not gonna throw all your guys game one because you still got another one to play that's guaranteed. So I think it's gonna be a really good game. And I don't know. Trinity's knocked Bishop Snyder out the last couple of years. I don't think they knocked him out last year, but the couple years before that, Trinity's knocked him out. So definitely a lot of talk going into this game, probably on social media and high school baseball stuff. So I think this is going to be the matchup that's the one of the year.
Yeah, it already is the one of the year. Then you follow it up. This is round 2.
Yeah, we get a round 2 and a round 3, maybe a round 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'd bet on a round 4.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that happening too. Then I think it's just going to be a dogfight. You're going to have probably position players pitching in game 3 if it goes to a game 3, and the best wins.
Yeah, position players that probably throw 90.
Yeah. Jordan Martinez, Parker Lau, they pitched against Bishop Snyder in the district championship, and they probably hit some 9s up there.
Yeah, I mean
that's impressive.
No doubt. I mean, their position players are a little different, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, those 2 guys combined for 7 innings in that 13-inning game, and I think only allowed 1 run over 7. I don't know if you're going to get that every time out because they are position players, but I've heard that they are really working hard in the bullpen because...
Never know.
Never know.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. I think if you're able to throw hard in high school baseball and throw strikes, I know it's a little different against these teams.
You'll have success.
It's still high school baseball, and it's still hard to hit a baseball. Those guys, they got arms on them. They're able to get in the strike zone. They'll be able to give you serviceable innings, I think.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's get to this next topic here. I was thinking last night what we can talk about a little bit in the first part of the show. Best field in Jacksonville. What we got, Paul?
I'm thinking about this. I really like Bishop Kenny.
Yeah.
On the water, the scoreboard in right. That's probably my pick.
Bishop Kenny. What you got, Noah?
I was going to go Bishop Kenny. But I feel like I got to change it up now after Paul. I'm going over different fields in my head. Clay comes to mind as just a cool spot to catch a game. I'm thinking in terms of what's unique out there, and that's a really cool spot. I feel like I'm missing an obvious one, Chandler.
Yeah, Bishop Kenny was my choice too, and I'm trying to think. Piscataw's nice, right on the water as well. Both of the fields, you can see the Jag Stadium, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Bowles is nice. The new renovations they had, that's really nice.
It's like a mini college stadium.
Yeah, when you're walking up to
probably bigger than some college stadiums.
Probably. Yeah, it's kind of a tough one.
I'm thinking what's your favorite field to play on? You go to this field and you're like, oh, we're gonna get a great mound, good field, know where the hops are gonna be.
I mean, something that comes to mind, it's Sanford. We've played there every single weekend since I was 10 years old. It's down in Orlando, but high school wise, I can't even think of one. Turf fields, you could say Trinity, kind of how the hop's gonna be.
All the pitchers have loved that mound too. I know it's different now, but I'm sure it's still nice.
Tall mound.
Yeah.
Tall mound.
Tall mound. Mound wise, knowing that's gonna be good. I can't really tell you.
I don't know if either of you guys
got to keep it a secret.
Have been to Buchholz, but Buchholz has a really nice complex. The field is tucked back in a corner, short fence, tall wall.
Yeah,
it's a nice place.
Played there, and also Columbia is kind of cool.
Oh, Columbia is awesome.
Yeah, feels like you're kind of bleachers, everything's up, and the field's kind of down.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty cool.
It's got the raised backstop, and it's
another one that comes to mind is actually Swanee as well. I think that's a pretty cool park.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of almost looks like a stadium, not really, a little bit. The wall kind of comes to mind. We talked about this a few weeks ago. Like, have you ever been to Swanee, Paul?
No, I have not.
So their outfield wall is just like, it's got sponsored banners and all that, but it's straight brick. So if you're running for a fly ball, you might end up in the Swanee Hospital. So that cool comes to mind. It's also cool that pretty much half of the whole town comes to these games, and it's always packed. So it's always fun to play at Swanee.
I'll say there's St. Joe's in terms of just feel. I think the manual scoreboard and that whole park it's an experience. Say what you want. They need to get some lights.
I heard they're getting some lights next year, though.
They are?
I heard that.
It's about time. That changes the game. It's a really cool spot to go see a game. I don't know if I could play a full season like that where you're racing against the sun and everything else out there. But that's a cool spot to see a game. And there is one it's not Jacksonville area, but I know they'll play some Jacksonville teams. It's North Marion in Ocala.
I've never been there, but I heard the field's real nice.
Field's real nice. It's a bit of a short fence, so the offenses like it. There's people will sometimes pull their trucks up on the outfield fence and watch the game from their truck beds. There's cows grazing right behind left field up on a hill, so that creates an interesting, unique environment. And I always enjoy going out there. That was a typical trip we made in high school. So North Marion's cool spot.
Yeah, I gotta check it out.
Yeah, I know. Not Jacksonville area, but St. John's has been there. Trinity, Snyder has been there. Mandarin's been there. Beachside just went, but Niceville has a phenomenal
real nice
complex.
Yeah.
That place is second to none.
And if we want to go out of the state, I feel like a lot of Jacksonville teams have been to Lowndes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Valdosta too. They think they had a new field built last year. It's real nice.
Call quick. Any team in
Georgia.
Georgia.
But speaking on Niceville, I'll just say this, and we'll go towards the break. The St. John's Country Day kids, we don't like the Niceville field because we've got walked off the last 2 years on the field in the last inning. So we're not a big fan. Nice park, but we don't want to go there again.
Yes.
You don't want to go revenge yourself?
No, we're done. We're done with at least I'm done with the Panhandle.
I'm sure.
Hopefully, I only got 4 games left in my career, and hopefully they're all wins. But anyways, let's hit a break here. When we come back, we will go over the regional playoff and who got eliminated and who won. We're live here, right here on Action Sports Jack's 24/7 network.
So the mission of Torque Sports Performance has been from the beginning to improve athletic performance through expert coaching. We look to not water down our system for any specific reason. We want to maintain a level of quality. We want to maintain a level of culture regardless of the trainer's age or their sport competency. What we will do is adjust their programming accordingly. The biggest thing that we strive to tell folks is that we don't want athletes here because their parents want them here, because their coaches want them here. We want athletes here who want to be here for themselves. Strong, powerful, resilient. Those are our 3 key takeaways from our culture as well as our athletes who train here.
At Torque Sports Performance, individualized training matters because not every athlete is the same. We use items like Rapsodo, Output Sports, Zybec timing lasers, and Rep 1 velocity-based training to help facilitate each client's training. Each client should be coachable. They have the desire to get better, train hard, and learn. We create an environment that fosters growth. And with the competitiveness in here, each client pushes another client, and it's my job too as a coach to understand when to push an athlete, but do it in a safe and proper manner.
I want to tell you about something new that's coming, and it's built a little differently. Boost Coffee was created around a simple belief. Coffee should do more than wake you up. It should lift your day, your mood, and your momentum. That's why Boost roasts their coffee in-house to raise the bar on freshness, flavor, and quality. Why every drink is customizable, because great coffee should be personal, not mass-produced. Boost is built for early birds, night owls, go-getters, and anyone who refuses to settle for average. It's fast because you need it now, mindfully crafted because ingredients matter, and personal every single time. Boost isn't just about coffee, it's about elevating people. Boost Coffee is coming soon. Energy that moves the moment.
The Dantzler Group is a family-owned construction company serving Florida for over 30 years. Our promise is simple. Simply do the right thing. We anticipate and execute bringing real construction experience to residential renovations, additions, roofing, and commercial projects with clear communication and craftsmanship you can see. From the first conversation to the final walkthrough, we believe trust is built through preparation, transparency, and work done the right way. That means no shortcuts, no guesswork, just experienced builders focused on lasting results. Within a customer-focused team and over 100 years of combined construction experience, the Dantzler Group is ready to deliver quality you can trust, whether it's residential, commercial, or roofing, done the right way. Visit dantzlergroup.com.
This is a special presentation on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
And welcome back to quarter two of the episode of the Where's Home Show, episode 11. We got the regional playoffs. 3 teams are punched into the regional final. Bishop Snyder, Trinity Christian, and St. John's Country Day. Fernandina Beach and Clay still have to play later. Let's see, the red teams you guys see on the notes here is who went out this week, the background with the red. University Christian goes out to St. John's Country Day. Covenant goes down to St. John's Paul. Let's see what else we got. Bowles goes down to Bishop Snyder.
St. Joe's.
St. Joe's went out in the quarterfinal.
Wolfson, Baldwin, West Nassau all out.
The ones with the red background is who went out this week.
Yeah, Christchurch played Monday, and
they lost to...
were eliminated. St. Aug, Tokoi, and Oakleaf as well.
Yep, so we got 3 teams left, hopefully 5 after today. But anyways, let's do this recap.
Recap, starting off with St. John's Country Day. UC, Game 1, Braden Harris doing Braden Harris things. 6 1/3, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 10 strikeouts, 1 walk. When he's on the mound, it just feels like an automatic can chalk that one up in the win column.
Got to be a W every time.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going over the stats and everything for our all area team, and it's just different. I mean, there's not many guys in the country that can chalk up their stats. I mean, 135 strikeouts in a single season, and he had more last year. Like
His innings are down. He never gets tired. His 100th pitch is as good as his first pitch, it seems, every single week.
Yeah.
He is the epitome of a workhorse.
It's unbelievable. And
I think he's... I'm going to have to double check on this, but I think he's 4 strikeouts away from his 500th career strikeout.
How many guys have done that in high school?
I don't think many.
I
No.
can't imagine many.
That's got to be a pretty elite club.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully it's Gatorade Player of the Year. I mean, that would be pretty good at that this year.
We'll see. 4-2 St. John's, by the way, in Game 1. Game 2, Gavin Coffey almost outperformed Braden Harris. He might have. 6 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 runs, 2 earned, 5 hits, and big win for the Spartans in that one. Jonas Wells, Braden Harris with 2 home runs at the plate. Jonas Wells 2 for 4, 2 RBIs. Kason Johns, and our man Chandler Dantzler
Let's go.
with 2 hits.
Let's go. Nice little bunt. First at bat.
Got an RBI walk too on your birthday in Game 1.
I did. That was 3-2 count. Threw me a ball, walked the first, and then I got out 2 more times.
We're not going to talk about that.
We don't have to talk about that, but I got the RBI walk.
Yeah, that's good stuff there from St. John's Country Day. Trinity Christian, Trinity Catholic. Game 1, 5-0 Trinity. Brennan Bachtel, 6 innings pitched, 8 Ks, 1 walk, no runs. Chris Reale, 2 for 3 with a home run and 2 RBIs. Parker Lowe, 1 for 3, 2 ribbies. Game 2, another Trinity dub. Jordan Martinez, 3 home runs, 4 RBIs. Chris Reale, another home run. How about Brady Harris? He'll hit a home run. Everyone going deep for the Conquerors.
Yeah, it's good stuff. The bats are getting hot at the right time. It's pretty cool. That's Jordan's second game with 3 home runs. He had one against Lowndes early on in the season. So good stuff by that. And that actually was a close game for a while. It was 5-5 for a couple innings. Then I think they hit 2 home runs in the 6th maybe and went up 2.
I think it was tied 5-5 going in the 7th.
Oh, was it really?
Mm-hmm.
And then I knew I was looking, we were playing, but I had it up 7-5 after 2 home runs in 1 inning.
Yeah.
One of those was by Jordan, of course, 3 home runs in the game. So that's pretty cool. Game 1 was kind of all Trinity, so it's good stuff by them. I knew Trinity was going to win.
I think Bachtel has kind of been their unsung hero the last few weeks with Ellis going down on the mound. He's really saved them on the mound.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see too. He's been started the Friday game, which is obviously the coaches and everyone at Trinity's confident in him to go out there and win the first game of the series. So good for him. It's committed to Daytona State College. He's a senior, so it's pretty awesome for him to step up and kind of take that first game role.
How many 3 home run games have you seen at the high school level?
0.
How many have we seen now from Jordan?
2 from Jordan. I think 1 from Braden this year. So we got 3 in Jacksonville. I think that's it's pretty impressive.
That's unbelievable, man.
Yeah, and Braden about had 3 last night, so we almost had 2 in the same night in Jacksonville. So got a lot of good hitters here in the 904.
No doubt about it. Speaking of good hitters, how about the Bishop Snyder Cardinals going up and dominating the Bulls Bulldogs game 1, 8-5. Bishop Snyder gets the win. Trip Hanna hitting a home run. Cole Dennis, 2 home runs. 8-5 win for the Cardinals. Game 2, they go out 10-0. Dime 'em. Elias Mamea, a double, 4 RBIs, home run. Cody Bichelle, 5 shutout innings on the mound with 6 strikeouts. Bulls, they gave him a good run for their money in game 1, and then I think just kind of ran out of gas there in game 2.
Yeah, those Snyder bats are hot, and they feed off each other. And when they got that first win, the second game was really not in doubt.
Yeah.
Especially sending Cody out there as your number 2 guy.
Yeah.
After Cole Dennis is pumping 96, 97, he hit in game 1.
Jeez.
You bring
Bulls,
out Cody doing 95 from the left side.
Bulls is loaded with lefties. I think they got 6 in the starting lineup, so that's tough to face kind of a sidewinding lefty that's throwing 90 in Cody. So
yeah, and that game was actually on Friday night. Both of them. They played a doubleheader on Friday instead of Saturday because of the rain that was coming. So Snyder got that first game and had all that energy for the second game. I mean, it's tough for Bulls. Great season for them. But you see a guy like Cole Dennis first game, and then you're like, all right, we're going to the next game and see Cody Bichelle, 2 top elite arms that are going to play at a high level next year. Great season for Bulls. Almost had him in the first game. I think ended with bases loaded with the Trip Hanna play, right? That's how it ended.
Yes, I believe so.
I know it was bases loaded. I don't know if that was the last out, but they had a good run in the first game, and all Cardinals game 2.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's got to be tough too. You go doubleheader coming off of a high energy game like that.
Mm-hmm.
Those doubleheaders, and then it's tough to carry over the bats again. That's tough in a playoff format.
Yeah, you see a totally different style pitcher. You have an hour and a half break in between. It's not something that these 17, 18-year-old guys are used to, having to regroup, refocus, get mentally back into the game after you just lost.
And now your career for some guys and your season for everyone is on the ropes.
Mm-hmm. It is. Now, that's the last time a lot of those guys will step on a field for their school, so there's a lot of emotion after the game. I know that.
Yeah, always tough to see, and but a really nice season for Bulls. What they accomplished, that they were one of the best teams in the area over the course of the second half of the season. Got really hot and gave Bishop Snyder a good run for their money there in Game 1.
I'm looking at their schedule here. They played. I didn't realize they played Bishop Snyder 4 times this year.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously they had a game plan, Game 1. I'm not sure who pitched the 2 games before that. Do you remember? Was it Cole or Cody?
I don't remember.
Game 1. Let's see. This was March 24th. That was a high-scoring game. Cardinals won 11-9, and
I think Cole started that game.
Yeah, Cole started through almost 2 innings, 1.2 innings. Game 2, which was April 16th, which was district playoffs, and looks like Klein, Cummings, and Gray McCarthy pitched that game. So they already seen their pitchers. They didn't see Cody until Game 2 of the regional semifinal. So great season.
Klein, Cummings, and Gray McCarthy are Bulls.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Snyder had seen them, so
Yeah.
there wasn't anything to expect.
Yeah, and I mean that's tough, and like I said, good season for the Bulldogs, but comes to a close there at Bishop Snyder.
Yeah. And then we'll kind of dive deeper on with the next game Bishop Snyder has. We'll do that at the end of the show, which we've already talked about a good amount of times.
Yeah, and then Covenant going down to St. John's Paul. Game 1, 7-6 in 9 innings, and again, just that's the same thing. Doubleheader, come back from a high-energy game like that, go into Game 2, and the bats just went cold for Covenant. Tough there over in Tallahassee. They fall 7-2 in Game 2, but how about Covenant? Second year as a program, they go out, get a big win in the regional quarterfinals, make it to the regional semis, win a district championship again. That's great stuff there. Really bright future, I think, for that program.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you can line it up right, I mean, last year, first year program made it to the quarterfinal. This year made it to the semifinal. It means next year they're going to make it to the final. So it'll be pretty
2
cool.
years from that Final Four, man.
Yeah, and we had Coach on last week, John Gooden. They've practiced on the field 4 times this year
During the season. And I think they got a little more practice time in late April, but yeah, like for a majority of the regular season, they weren't practicing on the field.
Right. And they have to be the youngest team in Jacksonville.
Gotta be.
They are loaded with freshmen and sophomores. I know they shocked St. Joe's. I don't think they saw that coming. And, they hung in there against St. John Paul. And those guys stay healthy. They should be something to deal with.
And they'll have some home games next year.
Yes.
Yeah, they'll have their own field. I think they said it's supposed to be done this summer or sometime soon, so that'll be pretty cool for them. Because didn't Coach say they probably only had 4 home games, which was at Fort Family this year?
Yeah.
They traveled almost every single game, and that's tough for freshmen and sophomores.
It's tough for anybody.
They don't even drive. I mean, someone's got to take them to the game. Someone's got to take them to practice after school every single day, so that's tough for them. And pretty good season for the Covenant Warriors and John Gooden and our guy Jason Hamby.
Yeah, big year for them, and we'll see how they build upon it next year. Oakleaf going down to Buchholz. Game 1, 5-3. Game 2, 7-1. Bobcats knock out the Knights.
Yeah, I mean, Coach came on last week as well, and didn't Buchholz knock out the football team as well in the playoffs? So I think he mentioned that. That game, both of those Covenant and Oakleaf games.
Well, it was Nice that knocked him out this year.
Nice
I think it was Buchholz maybe the year before.
Buchholz got Mandarin in football and baseball this year.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
Buchholz, we don't like Buchholz in
no,
Jacksonville.
We don't.
No,
we don't at all.
Football, baseball. I mean,
name them all.
We don't like the Bobcats.
Nope. Both of those games were doubleheaders on Friday as well, so that's tough to go to another person's home field and play 2 games back to back. And they had a great season. They made it to the regional semifinal, and yeah.
They're another one. I know Bartram was shocked.
Yeah.
At what happened with Oakleaf on that Thursday night. So hats off to them. They played well. They got a gritty little group over there.
Yeah,
that's pretty young.
No doubt about it. I mean, you look at freshman is their ace, and what a season he had. Ronaldo on the mound, over 70 strikeouts, I believe, high ranking in the state, and just that team going out, shocking Bartram Trail. Really good stuff. First year of that program with a new head coach. And then you go Tokoi going down to Pace, 12-2, 7-2. Pace taking care of business, really, in that series. And Tokoi, I think, had their peaks and valleys this season, ups and downs, but, man, you look at that pitching staff and what they accomplished the majority of the season, and that group seems to have a bright future there. It's a program that keeps building there at Tokoi Creek.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the team we talked about that's getting hot at the right time. They got hot at the right time. Huge win last week. I don't have it on the top of my head. You guys got it?
They went to Tate.
Tate, that's right.
Nate Wade made a diving catch on.
That's right.
We showed that one last show. Good season for them. They got Caleb Stockwell on the mound. That's really good. Tommy Glasspool. I think Caleb Stockwell is a junior, right?
He is a junior.
He's coming back next year. That'll be good for the Toros, and we'll see what they can do next year.
Yeah, and St. Augustine to Choctawhatchee. They got him in football, and now they get him in baseball. 2-1 series. How many of these games? Is this the first game we're covering that went to a game 3?
I think it is.
Yeah. 3-2. St. Aug got the advantage in game 1, but Choctaw 4-1 in games 2 and 3. That's the Buchholz of St. Augustine right now. It's Choctawhatchee as they knock out the Yellow Jackets. Right now, Clay is up 1-0 in the series versus Escambia. Game 1 was 5-0. Ryland McMahon went 2 for 2 with an RBI double. 5 1/3 shutout on the mound with 10 Ks. Games 2 and 3, if possible, today at 1 o'clock. That's going to be an exciting matchup there. How about the Clay Blue Devils, who've that's another team that they're getting hot at the right time. Had some struggles this season. Had a really rough series against Trinity Christian, I remember. But that's a group they're 1 win away from the regional finals right now.
Yeah. I mean, when you throw Ryland McMahon on the mound for game 1, that's almost a guaranteed W. If they can put some pitching together today, they got a chance to move on. So we'll see. I would bet Moore is going to be on the mound on game 2 today. Try to put this to bed before you get to game 3, because I'm not sure if they got enough pitching for game 3.
Yeah, and just a reminder, this is pre-recorded, by the way, so
hopefully the Blue Devils are moving on by the time
hopefully
you guys are
by
listening.
now everyone's celebrating, and Clay's 1 series win away from the Final Four. Here's another team that is 1 win away from the regional finals. Fernandina Beach tied 1-1 in the series with Suwannee. Game 1 was 12-0 Suwannee, and how about Fernandina, though? Bouncing back, 4-3 win in Game 2. That's quite the way to respond to that result.
Yes, it is. I don't know who either team is going to put on the mound today. And I know Chandler talked about playing on Saturday in high school baseball is weird. How about playing on a Sunday?
Yeah, that's weird. I know FHSAA approved it just for this week because of the rain that came yesterday, but even Saturday is playing weird. I mean, we don't really do that all season. Maybe in a spring break trip we do that, but I know everyone used to do that in travel ball and stuff, but definitely not high school. And we can talk about this later on in the show, playing the games on Friday and Saturday, and our thoughts about it, which we'll go over that later. But Fernandina Beach does play again today at 3 o'clock. Hopefully they have the dub by the time you guys are listening. So that'd be a good series. To lose game 1 12-0 and come back and win 4-3, that's pretty good. And it would be easy to shut down after you lose 12-0 against a team. So good for them. They came back and won that one 4-3.
Yeah, big win. Game 3 is today at 3 o'clock, and again, by the time you're seeing this, that should be wrapped up, and the Fernandina Beach Pirates or Buccaneers, I always get that mixed up,
They're Pirates.
Oh, they're Pirates?
Pirates.
Yes.
Who's the Buccaneers?
First Coast.
First Coast. I feel like it was like Matanzas or something, too. I got mixed up.
I don't know what they are.
I don't know. It was at high school football media day, and now I'm always second-guess myself. Yeah, the Fernandina Beach Pirates, I don't know. Right now, it's 10 in the morning right now. And, yeah, that's my bad. Pirates. Go Pirates.
Go Pirates.
Go
All right,
Pirates.
let's hit a break. When we come back, we will release the WHP first and second team. We're live right here on Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network.
Baker Sports is awesome.
Baker Sports is family.
Baker Sports is a team. The whole time the motto I have, and I still say it to this day, was to be able to service, to out-service the competition, to be able to say yes, to have the ability to say yes. I used to say if Corky Rogers won the state championship on a Friday night, I wanted to have the ability to print him t-shirts and have them ready for him when he got off the bus when he got back to Jacksonville. And we've just continued that all along. Now, do we always say yes? No, but we want to have the ability and to control as many factors as we can to say yes.
We are going to go above and beyond, that we are going to do everything that we can possibly do to make sure that kid has a jersey on his or her game day.
Baker Sports is growing. Baker Sports is a family.
Baker Sports is home.
It's a lot of work that goes into our business. Not Amazon. We're not just picking something off the shelf and shipping it to you. We're customizing almost everything we touch. It is literally all I've ever done. And my wife actually, when I started the company, when we started the company, she was a senior in high school. So it's all she's ever done as well. And it's the only boss I've ever had.
Business changes, and you have to evolve with business. As things change, we just keep pouring back into it. We love our community, and we love the people that work here, and we love what we do.
This sky's the limit. I mean, we went from maybe 10 to 12 people at the most, and now look at it. We're in a couple hundred people here between production and sales. So it's just going to get bigger.
Baker Sports is culture.
Baker Sports is family. Baker Sports is relentless.
We're just over 100,000 square feet in this facility right now with the ability to expand. So it's all three companies. See, we've had Pro Gear now for 4 years. So bought Burbank Sportnets 10 years ago. Burbank and Baker's had never been under the same roof. And then we added Pro Gear shoulder pads 4 years ago. So to have the ability to put all three companies under one roof and just expand all three companies at the same time with extra space, we're already seeing the benefits, and we're only a month and a half in. The way the three companies complement each other. The Baker Sports sales force sells the Pro Gear shoulder pads and also sells the Burbank Sportnet. So the synergies between the three companies, since we've been in the same building, we've probably sold more netting on the Baker side than we had the previous 9 years. It's been great.
This business has been very good to us. We feel very blessed to be here where we are today, and the opportunities that it provides for everyone here that works here. We feel very blessed to be able to do that.
We are a family. It's one big team between all three businesses.
We do everything. We do, netting to protect scoreboards. We do the field goal netting, the raise and lower field goal netting, football stadium, volleyball. Everything's trying to contain a ball. We've got the netting to contain the ball and protect the fans. The netting company really made us the one-stop shop on the baseball side of things, because we've got complete facilities with the netting. And Pro Gear's done that for Baker's on the football side. And just what a cool business, man, to be able to see there. We all watch football, right? We're in the South, so we're football crazy. And to be able to watch the games on TV and you see that jersey sleeve pop up, and that Pro Gear flapping and the back plates hanging out the back, just a really fun and cool business. Talking about on Saturday, the who's who are wearing it. You've got Ohio State, Michigan, Florida, Florida State, Alabama, Tennessee, Clemson, Georgia. You're talking guys that all of those teams are majority of Pro Gear. Some of them are all Pro Gear. Not to mention the other schools around. And then you see some of the key players on Sunday that's wearing it. You got Travis Kelce, you got Tyreek Hill, J.J. McCarthy the other night on Monday Night Football. I saw him run out of bounds and the Pro Gear logo just a flapping. So we've made such a gain on the market in the college piece that those guys are going to the NFL saying, hey, we don't want a competitor, we want Pro Gear. It's American-made pad, right? On our custom pads, we bring some stock pads in from overseas in the high school and youth market, but our custom pads are 100% American made. It's a really fun business, and just watching how it's taken off the last 2 years has been incredible.
Baker Sports is family.
Baker Sports is family.
Baker Sports is family.
We are a family business. We want to create a team. You got people that are just super talented. You've got grinders, and then you got role players on every team that you've been a part of. And that's what we have here. And you combine that team and those pieces with the family environment and and the love that we have in this building. It just is a recipe for success.
This is a special presentation on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Welcome back to quarter 3 of the Worst Home Show. We got the first and second team that me and Noah's been working on for a couple weeks. Definitely not easy. There's a lot of players in Jacksonville that are really, really good. Hopefully we make everybody happy. That's probably not going to happen. But anyways, first and second team. Me and Noah finished this probably about, 2 a.m. last night?
At 12.
It came down to a couple spots.
Yeah. I mean, we took everything into consideration, and you got to go over, what you did on the field and, how you showed up in big games. There's a lot that we talked about here, and I think we got a good team. We might not make everyone happy, but we are right.
Paul also helped us out a lot as well.
Paul, Smitty, Coach Barnes.
Yep.
We had a bunch of coaches from around the area. Coach Lucas, I think Coach Murphy,
Yep.
Chris King at Creekside. They all pitched in their 2 cents on players from around the area. We didn't listen much about guys from their own team necessarily, but more from other teams. So definitely, it's been a few weeks in the works, and I think we did a good job with this, and
I think we did too.
hopefully you all agree. And let's get to it.
Let's do it. Let's pull it up.
Let's start off with our first team all area. What a group we had this season. The amount of talent around the Bold City. And we start off at that catcher position, which might be the most stacked position outside of pitcher, and first base is pretty stacked too.
Yeah,
but that catcher spot, there's so many guys. But Gage Petrutz, Hunter Rogers from Trinity, and St. John's Country Day are our first team catchers. Gage Petrutz, what a season he had. 418 batting average, 3 home runs, 24 RBIs. He's still going. Same with Hunter Rogers, still playing. He's 360, 5 home runs, 23 RBIs. He's great behind the plate, too, defensively. What he does with that pitching staff, you can speak more to that, Chandler, but really impressive player.
Yeah, really impressive player, and he's our team captain as well. Keeps us in check every single practice, every game. Great player, even great. He's a better person. Great behind the plate, steals a lot of pitches. And does a wonderful job back there, and I'm glad to be his teammate.
Yeah, and Gage Petrutz, the season he had, he's even when they were struggling early in the season, he was the guy who was there consistently for them. So big-time stuff there at the catcher position. Again, stacked position. Second team could be first team most years. And our third team could as well if we had a third team. There's some guys on the bubble that definitely will get some shout-outs, I think, or deserve some shout-outs at the end. At first base, Elias Mamea from Snyder, 427, 6 home runs, 25 RBIs, an incredible season for Mamea. Earned himself a commitment to Santa Fe out in Gainesville. Great stuff from Mamea. Trace Farner at Fernandina Beach for the Pirates, 472, 2 home runs, 30 RBIs. Preston Cole, St. John's Country Day, 333, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. And then Jordan Martinez, even after a bit of a slow start, 360, 9 home runs, 32 RBIs. He's just, again, that infield group, unbelievable. This entire team is, and the seasons they put up, very impressive. Aiden Arnett getting us started off in the outfield, 355 batting average, 3 home runs, 18 RBIs. Aramis Guanches from Creekside.
Sophomore.
Is a sophomore, 386, 11 RBIs, 10 doubles. Not the biggest power guy, but he's not a big guy. He's going to get bigger. He nearly hit some home runs this year. You watch him play, that swing is a thing of beauty. Really set the tone for that Creekside team this year. And James McCraney, too, over at Bulls. The amount of submissions we had for him online, and well-deserving. 484 batting average, 4 home runs, 22 RBIs. Those are your position players for first team. Gavin Dupre over at Creekside getting to start off at pitching. 10 appearances, 56 innings pitched, an ERA right on the dot at 1, 76 strikeouts to 14 walks. And Braden Harris, maybe our player of the year. We'll have to decide that at some point here. Chandler, 12 appearances, 67 and a third innings pitched, 114 ERA, 135 Ks. Video game numbers this year from Braden Harris. Rylan McMahon over at Clay, 158 ERA, 104 strikeouts. Bane Barker from Sandalwood, he had 108 strikeouts over 60 innings pitched, 140 ERA. Preston Matricardi from Fernandina, 81 strikeouts and 45 innings, a 109 ERA. And then our Mr. Do-It-All utility man first team, Cole Dennis from Bishop Snyder, 429, 11 home runs, 27 RBIs, and on the mound, 94 strikeouts, 193 ERA. What a group this is for our first team.
Yeah, what a group. Imagine lining up against that team right there. I mean, I think they would probably win every game. It is baseball, but
you know where I'd love to see it? At the LBC, Local Baseball Classic.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later on in the show, but that would be a nice team, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
That would be a nice team. All the guys might not be available, so that might not happen, but that would be awesome to see. It's at UNF this year, so great first team. Hope everybody likes it. We'll go over the second team as well. We did have a lot of people in the bubble for this second team. There's probably about 8 or 9 or 10 we had up there, and then switched them off and comparing stats and along those lines. So let's pull up this second team here.
Yeah, and let's see the second team starting off at that stacked catcher position. Francis Venero and Connor Belizik are our two catchers. Venero, Belizik, both having big seasons. Venero over at UC, 405 batting average, 6 home runs, 25 RBIs, just exploded in his junior season at University Christian. Connor Belizik in his junior season, 312 batting average, drove in 15 runs, slugged a home run out there at Tallahassee Lincoln. At first base, Colby Dean for Bartram Trail, 361 batting average, 2 home runs, 12 RBIs. Tanner Upton, an infielder from Snyder, 348, 19 runs batted in. Garrick Severett from Episcopal, 381, 3 home runs, 20 RBIs. Denzel Del Valle Delgado, best name in the area, 324, 3 home runs, 18 RBIs, earning that second team spot. In the outfield, Derek Ochoa, 315, 1 home run, 13 RBIs. Colin Gardner at St. Joe's, batting average doesn't jump off the table at 259, but 8 home runs, top 10 in the state, 33 RBIs, 15th in the state, leading the area in that category as a sophomore. Brady Harris over at Trinity, 293 batting average, 3 home runs, 18 RBIs. Really got going towards the end of the season and is looking like the Brady Harris that we have grown accustomed to over the years. On the mound, Clem Nelson from Episcopal at a 2.11 ERA, 87 strikeouts over 56 and a third. Matt Bisham at Creekside, 43 and a third, 178 ERA, 52 Ks. Opponents hitting just 189 against him. Caleb Stockwell at Tokoi Creek, 53 innings pitched, 185 ERA, 83 Ks. Jonathan Alvarez at Beachside, 41 innings pitched, 154 ERA, 61 strikeouts. Tyler Ellis at Trinity, an abbreviated season. If he went the full year, I guarantee you he would have been first team. Unfortunate injury for Ellis, but was absolutely dominant during his time on the mound. 8 appearances, 34 innings pitched, 0.62 ERA, 53 strikeouts. What a season it was for Tyler Ellis, and what a season it was for our utility guys, second team, Storm Licklider from Ponte Vedra. 405, 1 home run, 26 RBIs at the plate, and on the mound, struck out 70 and 53 and 2/3 with a 157 ERA. What a group. Second team just shows the amount of talent here in the area, and there were a lot of guys that could have gotten honors here for this group,
like Chandler
first
Dantzler?
And second team. Chandler Dantzler, he was robbed in my opinion.
Seventh team?
6th or 7th.
Come on.
But yeah, I think it's just the amount of talent around the area. There are a lot of guys that we were talking about going over, and there's there's a lot of competition at a lot of these positions. That catcher spot, I mean, Luke Labby, J.C. Rosette are two guys that were right on the bubble. And I think that it's just there was a lot going on and a lot of great seasons. So congratulations to all of these guys, well-deserving of this award. And then how about our Mr. Underrated, Robert Bryson from Paxton? The season he put up there for the Eagles.
Yeah. Batting .541 on the year, 33 hits, 12 RBIs, 4 doubles, 5 triples, and 4 home runs.
Yeah, great year there over at Paxton. That's our Mr. Underrated, and that is our first and second team all-area on the Where's Home show.
What do we think, Paul? Did we get it right?
I think you got it right generally. I'm sure there's a couple of guys out there that thought they should be there, but I don't know that you can argue many. I did like Gavin Duva, and I like J.C. Rosette, but I can't argue with anything that we have on here.
Yeah, it's tough. We had both of those guys on there, trust me, and started comparing stuff. It's definitely tough. Definitely getting down to the second team. Probably changed it 10 times. Yeah. So that's part of it. Anyways,
two sophomores on the list.
2 sophomores, which is pretty cool. 9
juniors. So
a lot of returning talent.
A lot of returning talent, which is awesome to see. Let's hit a break here. We got only about 7 minutes left here on the show, so we'll hit a break. We'll come back talking about what's coming up next week and what's happening here in Jacksonville. We're live right here on Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network.
The Dantzler Group is a family-owned construction company serving Florida for over 30 years. Our promise is simple. Simply do the right thing. We anticipate and execute bringing real construction experience to residential renovations, additions, roofing, and commercial projects with clear communication and craftsmanship you can see. From the first conversation to the final walkthrough, we believe trust is built through preparation, transparency, and work done the right way. That means no shortcuts, no guesswork, just experienced builders focused on lasting results. Within a customer-focused team and over 100 years of combined construction experience, the Dantzler Group is ready to deliver quality you can trust. Whether it's residential, commercial, or roofing, done the right way. Visit dantzlergroup.com.
I want to tell you about something new that's coming, and it's built a little differently. Boost Coffee was created around a simple belief. Coffee should do more than wake you up. It should lift your day, your mood, and your momentum. That's why Boost roasts their coffee in-house. We raise the bar on freshness, flavor, and quality. Why every drink is customizable, because great coffee should be personal, not mass-produced. Boost is built for early birds, night owls, go-getters, and anyone who refuses to settle for average. It's fast because you need it now, mindfully crafted because ingredients matter, and personal every single time. Boost isn't just about coffee, it's about elevating people. Boost Coffee is coming soon. Energy that moves the moment.
So the mission of Torque Sports Performance has been from the beginning to improve athletic performance through expert coaching. We look to not water down our system for any specific reason. We want to maintain a level of quality. We want to maintain a level of culture regardless of the trainer's age or their sport competency. What we will do is adjust their programming accordingly. The biggest thing that we strive to tell folks is that we don't want athletes here because their parents want them here, because their coaches want them here. We want athletes here who want to be here for themselves. Strong, powerful, resilient. Those are our 3 key takeaways from our culture.
This is a special presentation on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network.
Hey, welcome back to the Where's Home show. Did not know that you guys would be right there. Hold on. There we go. We got the LBC coming up on June 19th at Harmon Stadium. UNF, it's a 9-inning game. We do 2 teams, 20 players per team. We got coaches, high school coaches from the area. We got real umpires. We got photographers. We got videographers. We got broadcasters. Noah Schlicksup will be on the call. Not sure who our color guy is yet, but Noah will be on the call to be live right here on Action Sports Jacks 24/7 Network. If you want to sign up, if you're a high schooler in the Jacksonville area, go to my bio on Where's Home Podcast on Instagram, sign up. But just note, if you sign up, that does not guarantee you a spot on the team. I do pick the teams after everyone signs up, and I'll send you a message if you make it.
I'm just going to throw this out there, Chandler. I think Jason Smith and Coach Barnes have to be the color commentators.
Oh, that would be good. I did ask Smitty to be a coach. And
Smitty versus Barnes.
Smitty asked his wife if he could do it, and he didn't realize that it was his anniversary.
Oh, so, no!
He's not a coach, and he's in trouble with his wife. So,
oh,
God. Not good.
You didn't have to throw him under the bus like that.
He put it on Twitter.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, so it's out there.
Smitty's not afraid.
Smitty's not afraid. That's one thing. One thing about Smitty. Anyways, we got a special guest today. You guys know who our special guest is? Little cousin Palmer. Gonna make some picks for us. Let me pull up the camera real quick. Give me 2 seconds here.
It fits perfectly. Palmer's picks.
Oh, Palmer's picks.
Why have we not been doing this every week?
He lives down south. How we doing, Palmer?
What's up?
Palmer.
His mic's not on. Here we go. What about now?
Palmer, this is your debut appearance on the Where's Home show.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling about it?
Pretty good.
All right, we got a big matchup here in the area. We got Bishop Snyder, Trinity Christian, regional finals, best of 3. Listen, Chandler, Paul, me, we could all give our analysis, but we've talked plenty about this throughout the season, throughout the show. Let's get the real analysis here. Palmer, who do you got? Trinity Christian, Bishop Snyder.
I got Trinity. I think they're going to take it home.
The Conquerors over the Cardinals, and there it is, everybody. Palmer's pick on the Where's Home show.
What about St. John's Country Day and St. John Paul? Who we got?
St. John's.
And why is that?
Because he's on the team.
Exactly.
Nice. There we go.
That's good right there.
All right, we got a couple minutes left here. Let's talk about. Forgot what you want to talk about. The bracket.
Yeah, we could talk about. Really, I don't like the doubleheaders.
I don't either. It makes you manage your pitching staff a little differently than everybody has in the past. I also don't like the fact that we don't have, besides Clay and Fernandina today, which is an anomaly, we have no baseball till Friday.
Yeah.
It's May.
It doesn't make any sense in this format. Why are you not playing the games, early in the week? Why aren't you going Tuesday, Thursday, Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Right, sorry, or even Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday would make sense too. If there's weather, you can move it up. Gives an off day. It doesn't make any sense to me. I think doubleheaders in the playoffs are frankly silly. And I get it. Travel's a concern for some of these teams, but coaches can make that decision still. I think at this point, the fact you're playing them this late in the week, and really it's just the FHSAA. Like, the game should be during the week. Not scheduled for Saturdays, and the doubleheaders are just, it amazes me how that's where we end up in the playoffs.
I got a few things on that. I don't like the doubleheaders at all. I mean, we haven't done it all year, so it's why do it in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Wait the whole week. Like, we haven't practiced a full week until the last 3 weeks. Like, that's draining. That's a lot of drainage on your body. Especially this late in the season. The other thing I don't like is last year, the 3-game series, the higher seed played the first 2 games home. They were the home team. This year's a 3-game series. First game, the higher seed, wherever's field it's at, is the home team. And the second game, the other team is the home team. So the first game, we were the home team, and then UC has to run out on the field the second game, and I don't understand that. I think it should be if you go to game 3, it should be the other team's home.
Yeah, I think you earn.
I think you earned the first 2 games to be the home team.
Yeah, I think they had it. The format last year, I think, was way better.
I agree.
There were a few scenarios in which it was tough for teams to travel, but really this year, I get there's logistics, all that stuff, but the way they've scheduled this, late in the week, doubleheaders. That makes no sense there for game 2. It's FHSAA being the FHSAA.
Yeah.
I think it's good for pitchers. It gives everybody a lot of rest. But in St. John's case, like, your third guy might never pitch.
Yeah.
Because you're just going to roll out with Harris and Coffey every week and win 2 games and be done.
Yep. The one thing is about with this new bracket that came out by Friday, Saturday, we've been doing live at bats on Monday and Tuesday to get the pitchers some work, which is good. But I don't like waiting all week to play a game. Like, especially when we played that regional quarterfinal game, we waited the whole week to play 4 innings. And we kind of knew that was going to happen. But yeah, I think next year, if they stick to the one game in the quarterfinal, it should be Monday, and then you start the semifinal on that Friday. But maybe they switch it back to game 3, all of the regionals.
Or if you're going to do one game series, I mean, again, that's one game in 1 week, and then you go to a 3-game series at the end of the week. That doesn't make much sense. I think if you're going to do that, then you go 1 game for round 2 as well. You go a 3-game series in the regional finals. But I think the 3-game series is the best way to, like, it takes away, yes, the upsets are great, but I don't think Oakleaf beats Bartram in a 3-game series. I don't think Covenant gets St. Joe's in a 3-game series. I don't think Lake Mary gets Creekside in a 3-game series. I think it's the 3-game series last year. I felt like it was a good system, but you've also got to do them earlier in the week. And I don't mind the 1-game series, but they've got to plan it out better.
Right.
Yeah.
I think if you're a hitter, Chandler, and you're Jordan Martinez, who's on fire, or Trip Hanna, who's on fire, do you want to wait 6 days? No.
Not at all.
You want to get out there on Monday. And
you lose momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah.
We can vent more about this on the next show, but we're over time.
Yeah,
so.
we're a little over time. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Paul, for joining us. Check out Strikeout Photography on Instagram, X, all that. You'll probably see him around. Maybe at the Trinity Snyder game.
I will be there Friday night.
He'll be there. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. We're live right here on Action Sports Jacks 24/7 Network.